Today on Naturally Tammy Lynn.
Hi everybody! Today I'd like to share with you how I make a creamy chicken noodle soup. It's really easy, nothing like what you get out of a can. Let's get started.
This soup is made with fresh, wholesome ingredients. It's really healthy and economical too. To get started, I've got this nice 4-pound fresh chicken and I'm going to cover it with water in this stock pot. I'm going to bring this to a boil, but before I do, I'm adding 2 bay leaves. Once it's boiling, I turn it down to a simmer for an hour and a half. The chicken is done. It's really tender and difficult to get out of the pot, so I'm using a couple of ladles. I find this to be my favorite way to remove a whole chicken from the pot. For this recipe, I need 6 cups of broth. I'm going to freeze the rest of the broth for later. While the chicken cools off, I'm prepping the vegetables. I've got an onion, celery, garlic, and carrots. I enjoy preparing the vegetables that I'm using to make a delicious pot of soup. Spending time preparing ingredients is one of the benefits that I love about home cooking. Now I'm going to saute the vegetables for about 5 minutes in a little bit of olive oil. Off camera, I've added a little bit of flour, some thyme, basil, rosemary, and some salt and pepper. Time to add the 6 cups of homemade chicken broth. I brought this to a boil and it's time to add the egg noodles. I'm turning down the heat and I'm going to cook the noodles for about 5 minutes. The chicken has cooled enough to handle, so I'm going to remove about 4 cups of meat for the soup. I like to freeze any leftover chicken so that I can use it later in another recipe. Shanti knows I like to share a little bit of chicken with her when I'm cooking, so she's been patiently waiting. I cut the chicken up into bite-sized pieces. It gives the soup a better texture. Time for my favorite part, adding the cream. I love a nice creamy chicken noodle soup. Once you add the chicken and parsley, after a quick stir, the soup is ready to serve. This soup has turned out great and I can't wait to try some. This recipe makes enough soup to feed a whole family, or if you're cooking just for yourself, you'll have some nice leftovers for a couple of days. Creamy chicken noodle soup made with homemade broth is my favorite. It's full of flavor and very satisfying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.